Welcome to Professor's Garage. This 2017 Lexus RX350 does not have CarPlay. Today we are going to convert this OEM navigation and infotainment system into this with CarPlay. I bought this RoadTop Smart CarPlay module for Lexus for the price of a Lexus map upgrade on an SD card. I'm going to take some time to install it. Hopefully, it's worth the investment. So let's go for it. Basic tools for today. Some panel removal tools. A ratchet with a 10mm socket. Open this lid and we can remove the panel here. The panel on the left hand side. Now we can remove the trim and be careful to pull it out one clip at a time. Remove this black trim. Because this is connected to the start-stop button, please make sure you remove the connector. Removing the connector here can be tricky because there is the latch that unlocks the connector. So I think the way to do it is that if you have a small tool, you can use this. Once you press the latch, I think it easily goes out. Another angle to look at the connector for the start-stop button. You use a tool like this to push it out, then you should be able to remove it. Now with the connector removed, we can move this piece out of the way. Remove the shift knob. First push down the boot and then turn the knob counterclockwise. Before we can remove the radio, there are two screws on the two sides of it that holds it to the car. So we need to remove the two screws before we can remove the radio. So on the driver's side, you can see a screw, 10mm screw right here. Be careful not to drop the screw. The other screw on the passenger side is difficult to show. With extension, you can try to put the socket on it and try to feel it. Take it off. Place some towels to cover the stick and before we get the radio out. Now we remove the radio. Unplug this connector so we can move it all the way out. Now the radio is out. We can turn our attention to the screen. Now we are going to use this panel removal tool to pop this out. They are held by clips. Be careful. And here you go. Remove the back of the screen with the panel removal tool, and that way you can slide in with the angle and then try to pry it out. There is also one screw in the back. Place a couple of towels in front of the screen and we can pull it out and then place it on the towel. Now we have a head unit and then a number of cables. The CarPlay unit is connected. We can start to connect the tables to the radio head unit and the screen. The power cable pry open the latch on the connector and then remove the OEM cable. Now connect the cable from the CarPlay unit and connect the female side of the cable to the original OEM cable. The CarPlay audio out cable. Remove the original connector from the head unit right here and connect it to the female side of the CarPlay audio output. And then connect the other side to the head unit. Make sure it clicks. We need to route the cables through the hole so that we can reach the screen and connect the Lvds port connectors. These are the two Lvds connectors. Because we are going to put the module, the CarPlay unit, in the back of the radio unit, so we need to route the two cables up through a hole to the screen so we can connect them all together. I hope you can see, but there is a hole at the bottom of the screen where you can route the cables in. And now you have the connectors. Unplug the original cable on the screen. Plug it to the female side of the two cables, and then plug the male cable to the back of the screen. Now all cables are connected to the head unit, to the CarPlay module, to the screen. We can start testing it before we put everything back. Remember the start-stop button? It's easier to do the connection without the entire piece. So let's take the connector off. There are two tabs on both sides of the connector. So grab it and then push it forward, push it out. There you go. Plug the start-stop button back to the car. Start the car. According to the instructions, we need to long press the menu button for 3 seconds to turn on the CarPlay interface. Well, on the CarPlay interface, I have enabled my Wi-Fi on my iPhone, and I'm going to enable my Bluetooth as well and search for the CarPlay module. I found it on my phone and I'm going to pair it.
peptide.
Going to tuck the CarPlay module in the back of the radio. There should be sufficient space. Tuck this USB connector in the back because we already have the wireless CarPlay, so we do not need a USB to connect to the CarPlay. Or you can route the USB cable to the passenger side into the glove box so you can have access to it in case you need to use it. Connect the connector at the top of the radio unit. I'll stick this antenna to the box so it stays in there. Press the clips to make sure everything is in place. I did lose one of the bolts, so I try to be careful when I put this back in. Okay, it's all done. Have a test drive and enjoy the ride. Switch the audio source to aux. Now I can search for a place on my phone and start navigation.
Head west towards South Temenend Avenue.
We have arrived. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If a professor can do it, you can do it. Until the next time, may the Lord bless you and give you peace. 平安。